this time of year
Yeah.
in June, postseason. And in that double elimination format, Dan, it only adds another level of thrill. And that helped Hermantown Hawks, who had a second chance, clawing their way out of the consolation bracket to make it here to the section finals. But the top-seeded Thunderhawks are looking to stay on top to go to their 5th straight tournament at state. Catcher River Freeman trying to extend his career while the Thunderhawks are trying to end a perfect section tournament. Hawks trail 1-0 until Mick Martelock cracks one off the end of the bat. That RBI single for the sophomore ties us up at 1 apiece. Grand Rapids' Alex Wegworth gets a hold of one, but Hermantown's Zachary Bugstrom makes the insane grab to keep the game all tied up in the second. Thunderhawks load the bases and decide to bunt, but the squeeze works to perfection as Joe Dick dives through the dust and gives Grand Rapids the lead. Base is still loaded for Klaus Jones, and he absolutely smashes that baseball, taking a friendly roll to the warning tracks as Jones clears the bases for a 3 RBI triple. He extended the day with 3 hits, and the top-seeded Grand Rapids Thunderhawks win the Section 7 AAA title for the 5th straight year. That's right, a 5P, and are headed to the state tournament for a Minnesota record 23rd time. Over in